What's going on, guys? Welcome to my second video in my Improving Axis Football series. Now, this video will be about two issues. One of them it is in the game, but it needs to be refined and improved in a great deal. And the second one, it is just broken. And a lot of the reasons I think that these two issues exist is because there was no way to get off blocks. In this game, you couldn't really get off blocks. There was no swim moves or anything, and they just kind of got glued together, and they would get off the blocks eventually, but the timing was all wrong, and you couldn't pursue. You couldn't pursue the ball carrier down the field, and that's probably why you had so many touchdowns once you broke away just a little bit in this game. The tackling, the hit detection was horrendous. That's one thing that must be addressed in this game. When you're running down the sidelines, you're pretty much never going to get caught, never from behind, because for some reason the players always just seem to fall down, and to me that was a very big time glaring flaw. So the two issues are: number one, pursuit angles, and number two, hit detection. One of the first and one of the most important skills that a football player must learn is how to properly pursue the ball carrier. In order to prevent big plays and touchdowns and not end up in a conga line most of the time, you have to take the proper angle to tackle the ball carrier, especially if he's breaking away. Here's a quick illustration on how to do that. Pursuit angles are all about anticipating where the ball carrier will end up, as opposed to running directly at him. As you can see, the defenders are not running directly at the ball carrier, but running ahead, trying to cut him off and anticipate where he will end up. This is a fundamental aspect of football that isn't really respected much in video games, but is absolutely critical to have in a simulation football game. One game that does this extremely consistently, and consistently well, I might add, is Madden 08 PC. I'm going to run this play at speed, and then I'm going to show you exactly how the defenders react the right way. As you can see, the touchdown was prevented, but he could have been broken. But if that would have been Axis football, he would have been gone for sure. Now look at the left side of the screen here. You got three defenders here. They're off to the left here. They're all going to be pursuing in the proper way. The angle, they're not going in a lateral line. They're going in an angle, a pursuit angle to stop the running back because he's broken away. As you can see, they're still in that mode of they're trying to anticipate where the ball carrier will end up. They're not pursuing him directly, but trying to protect an area of the field. Number 56 here, his head is pointed ahead of the running back. He is not trying to tackle him directly, obviously because he wouldn't be able to do it. But he's trying to take the proper pursuit angle in order to prevent the big play. This is something I really want to see added to Axis football in the future. Aggressive, consistent AI that prevent big plays. Now we come to what I believe is the biggest flaw in Axis football in its current state, and that is the tackling hit detection. As you can see here, I make the catch, they can't make the tackle. I'm actually going to get tackled on purpose here. It's just they can't seem to get the tackle when they get close. Make the tackle when they get close. Look, you got Kuechly here miss, you got another guy miss. Now I do get tackled here, but I go into Norman here. But this is a big problem in the game that needs to be addressed. It's the top priority in my opinion. If I'm Danny Jugan and I'm trying to improve the AI in this game, this is where I'm going to start, the tackling AI, if I'm trying to carry over what was done in 2015, because they can't do it. They can't get the tackle for some reason. The stigma of Axis football right now is that it's an arcade type game. It's not simulation, but it's going to get there, I believe. I mean, we have a good developer here that listens to feedback and is trying to do the best he can with his limited funds and his limited resources as he has. Now, all these naysayers, I'm going to end with this, all these naysayers that diss me and diss Axis football for being a crappy game and all this, I got a question for you. What are you doing to support alternatives? What are you doing instead of going on Twitter and complaining about Madden and 2K5 is the best, 2K8 is the best. But what are you doing? Are you doing anything to try to further progress for the future, for future devs that want to try to make a football game? I think we all know the answer to that. I'll be back with my next video soon, guys. I'm going to try to be cranking these out pretty fast because the development of the game is currently in progress, and so I want to get these ideas as quickly as possible to him. And I do know he watches these videos because he's already shown in the forums that he watched my first video and he asked me to keep going, so that's what I'm going to do. That's it, guys. I'll see you guys next time.